Can surrogacy be regulated ethically? Have you ever thought about how surrogacy fits into the bigger picture of social justice and gender equality? Surrogacy involves a woman carrying a child for someone else, and it raises important ethical questions. To understand if surrogacy can be regulated ethically, we need to look at the social and economic factors involved, especially from a socialist viewpoint. At its core, ethical regulation of surrogacy must consider the potential for exploitation. Many women who become surrogates come from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. They often choose surrogacy not out of free will but because of financial necessity. This raises concerns about coercion and the commodification of their reproductive labor. In many cases, poorer women, sometimes from marginalized racial or ethnic groups, become surrogates for wealthier individuals or couples. This can lead to exploitation and reinforce existing inequalities. From a socialist perspective, simply creating legal contracts for surrogacy within the current capitalist framework will not solve these issues. The economic conditions that drive women to become surrogates are rooted in capitalist social relations. In this system, labor and bodies are often treated as commodities. Therefore, ethical regulation of surrogacy requires addressing these underlying inequalities. To achieve ethical regulation under socialism, we need to ensure that surrogacy is a genuinely voluntary act. This means creating social safety nets and promoting economic equality. Comprehensive health care, psychological support, and legal protections for surrogates are essential. Recognizing their labor and rights is a must. Additionally, we should prevent the commercialization of reproductive services. This means avoiding market-driven pressures on women, ensuring that surrogacy does not become a financial transaction devoid of human dignity. Promoting gender equality is also vital. We must challenge patriarchal norms that control women's reproductive choices and ensure that all parties involved have equal power and voice. International solidarity is another important aspect. We need to prevent cross-border exploitation, ensuring that surrogacy practices do not take advantage of women in poorer countries for the benefit of wealthier individuals elsewhere. In summary, from a socialist viewpoint, ethical regulation of surrogacy cannot happen within the current capitalist system. The economic and social inequalities that lead to exploitation remains unaddressed. Achieving ethical regulation requires systemic change that prioritizes social justice and gender equality. By moving beyond market logic, we can create a framework based on solidarity and rights for everyone involved.